there. Hi, I'm John from Eurovision Ireland, and I'm here with the Busker. Go on, guys, introduce yourselves again.
I'm John Paul, the drummer of the group.
I'm Dave Jr., I'm the vocalist.
I'm Sean, I'm the saxophone player.
Epic sax guy.
Yes. Volume 2.
Right, we're in their hotel. We're not going to say where it is, otherwise you're going to get swamped with groupies.
Please say it. I don't mind.
So you've been in Malta, been in Liverpool for what seems like 3 years now, I bet. How are you finding the city?
Actually, to answer your question, I feel like I've been in Liverpool 20 minutes. The time is absolutely flying. You know? Our choreographer got here like 3 days late, and it still feels like she's been here like 20 seconds. So 4 days now. So time's really flying, to be honest.
We have had some opportunity to go around. We didn't spend much time outside just because we're constantly working towards what is yet to come, rehearsing interviews, making sure that our content is being delivered well. Guys, we didn't see our social media, we're throwing as much as possible, keeping you entertained plus informed of our journey. But obviously tonight I think we have a free night. We can maybe get to unwind a bit in the city. But also the biggest thing today is
Yesterday we got to perform at the Cavern Club. For us it was a dream come true. We busked in front of it 4 years ago, and yesterday we got to actually perform on the stage. So I think the three of us can agree that it was one of our bucket lists to do, and it's check now.
You stole my thunder. I was going to ask about the Cavern Club.
No problem.
What did you think about it? What did you perform so people can find it on social media?
Sorry.
What songs did you sing?
So what songs? Unfortunately, it was very short set. We wanted to keep on playing, I think, for the rest of the night. But we started off with Valerie. We know that the song originated from a great group locally, the Zutans, and we wanted to pay a tribute, to a Liverpool song. Then we moved on to Twist Again, which we all know that the Beatles started from here, and they started out as a rock and roll band, and obviously it was one of the songs that they actually performed as a group. So again, we wanted to add that to our set list. Then we ended up with one of our favorite songs that we love to play live, which is Crazy, by Gnars Barkley, and then obviously we had to end our set with our own original song, and the competing song in this Eurovision, Dance Our Own Party.
Nice. I'm sure it's all out there for people to find if they want to. So go looking for it.
You can find them on our Instagram stories, guys.
Instagram stories, Cavern Club did post a video of us as well. So guys, go watch it.
Excellent. Right. Alluding to the Beatles, who are your musical influences?
I think personally we all have different influences, but as a band we always source the same influences. Myself, I love Jamiroquai, I love John Mayer. Those are my two main influences. I also like Jack Johnson and those kind of acoustic artists, and something like Jason Mraz I love as well.
David Gilmour was for me who got my interest in guitar, and then there was John Mayer, and at the point there was also Ed Sheeran, but basically then there was Bruno Mars and obviously Anderson .Paak.
So for me, it started out with the Beatles. I mean, they introduced me to different genres of music. Then in the recent years, I've been listening to lots of new bands from the thousands, like 1975, Tame Impala, Radiohead. I'm more into the alternative side of music, of the alternative genre as a music, and that's what inspires me to write songs.
Okay. So Eurovision Day is next Saturday, so you've got a week to go because you'll be in the final, we hope.
I love you,
yes.
I love you. Keep that up.
What have you got planned for after Eurovision?
As a band, I think we're all with ants on our plans to get back into our studio and start writing songs. The Eurovision experience has been so inspirational, and the past 4 or 5 months have given us a new aspect of life which we definitely would like to write about. Music and songwriting has always been a core value of the band, so more music is assured, and even if it's not out there, it's going to be written somewhere for us to console ourselves and to kind of ease off or relieve the frustration we currently have of not being on our instruments. But definitely some will be on the record and some will be recorded to the point where we'll be releasing it. We have a busy summer ahead. definitely booked.
Let's play.
But we always find time to recollect in our studio and create more music.
Cool. Well, we'd like to know, have you had any words of wisdom from previous Maltese participants? Have they phoned you up or Instagrammed you and said, do this, don't do that?
Funnily enough, some of them are our friends. Like I personally performed at the Era a couple of times. Dave Jr. was in X Factor Season 2, if I'm not mistaken, in Destiny, which was a national selection at the time. And apart from that, we also had the opportunity to meet Fabrizio Forniello, who was also taking part in the national selection. We met his sister as well, who was also taking part. She's also a cutout on the stage with us. So Glenn was a presenter at the national selection as well, so we got an opportunity to speak to him. They were mentors at the actual national selection, who were previous entries in the Eurovision final, so we could also have a good word with them. So we're a small, tight-knit community in Malta with a very generous nature, and that's how we like to go about life. So we don't hold back on any advice or any tips and tricks, because we want each other to do well, and we want the country as a general to thrive, and that's our main intention. So that's why we stay in touch and we always communicate.
Okay, so some question we asked some people: if someone gave you €1,000, how would you spend it?
Myself, musical equipment for sure.
That's a tough one. Because 1,000 is not enough to make a difference, but at the same time, it can be a big thing for someone who doesn't have much. So I would donate a lot of it.
That's very good.
Because just, I mean, €1,000 won't change my life, but can change someone else's.
Fair enough.
Since you said that already, that was a fantastic answer. I'd probably spend it on our content, just to make it more interesting. Follow us, guys.
Yeah, follow them. Just remind us where we can find you on social media.
Yeah, basically we're on everywhere. Basically, we're on Spotify, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. I don't know, TikTok. There's
Apple Music,
yeah,
Deezer.
Yeah.
So basically, just write the name on Google, you find it.
Yeah.
Excellent. Right. Well, we're going to let you go because I think you want a bit of time just to yourself, so we're quite happy to do that.
Be more than welcome to stay.
Yeah. Is there a final word for the fans of Eurovision Ireland out there?
Just a small question. I see that in your hand you have a very cute mouse.
This is Staggy. He's our mascot. He goes everywhere with us.
So Staggy, question for you. Do you like our song?
Yes, I think it's a nice song, and I think you deserve to be in the finals, but I think Ireland really need to vote for you.
You heard him right.
Thank you, Ireland, for watching. We are the Busker. We surely love Wild Youth. Well done for them. They've been such a blast. Yesterday we shared the stage with them at the Cavern Club. At a point, the security was going to throw Sean and Callum out because they were dancing about, and they actually hit one of the speakers which was dangling from the ceiling.
I think Callum is the me in their band, basically. With the loud ones, with the problems.
Yeah, fire with fire. But yeah, thanks guys. We've been having a blast with obviously this interview. Thank you for having the time. Make sure to like and subscribe this channel. We've been doing such an amazing job. But we are the Busker. Hope you see much more of us. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. So guys, good luck in the semi-final on Tuesday. You're performing song number 2. Song number 2.
So give some bird to some love.
Thanks guys, and good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you.